So I want to talk about mixing and mixing MPC tracks, even machine tracks inside of software. Now, generally, I do like MPC. I do like Machine. Those softwares are kind of cool. But I can't deal with an MPC or other stuff like a Machine and their own softwares. They're cool, but there are better softwares to use, to say, really. And so, for example, this is Ableton Live, and I got a track here. This is the drums going on right in the track. I have to sit up here and make these drums sound hot. And what I also do, I buy high-end plugins. Like, for example, here, this first plugin here is going to be a compressor. And I'll pull this up right here, that little gear right there. We're using an API 2500 bus compressor. This is a great compressor. It's got a great driving sound to it. This is the one I chose for this track. I have a lot of different compressors, but I know how they work and how I want them to use them in certain, songs. And so this sounds pretty good. It's compressing that track up. Then I have here also, you'll look here, we also are using an EQ. Now this is a pretty high-end EQ. This is called the Hitsville EQ, and we love it. Sounds really great, gives a nice flavor to it. I can choose how I want to have the sound work and sort of set my system to match that up. I take my time to make these setups too, actually. I may get some presets, but also make the presets match what I want to use them, and I'll resave them as my presets. And also here we have in this system as well for this drum track, I'm using tape. Like you used to see those big reel-to-reel tapes go by in a recording studio years ago. And so we've gone digital over the last several years, more and more digital. And this company, Universal Audio, has sat down with tape machines and other older devices and made them applicable to today's world, but still sound the same way. So you can have a multi-million-dollar studio inside of your computer today, which is kind of awesome. And so I'll play this back again for you. Sounds good. I got a quality reverb on here too, a lexicon. And the drums sound great in this overall mix. If I were to come in here and sort of like, the compressor's gone. Now the EQ's gone. Both of those are gone, right? And so all I've got left here is this, the tape machine. I'll turn the tape off. That's how the track sounds with some reverb on top of it. That's how it sounds from the MPC without anything on it. But of course, I come and do my thing with the tape. I bring in my EQ. I bring in my compressor and make sure it has the overall sound for the entire track. These are all the drums going into that one group. This is known as my drum bus. And I want to bring the music in. I have music here too as well. Different tracks for the music, for the sound is right there. I'm making that sound work because other tracks have separate compressors, EQs, outputs, parallel compression. Let's pull this off here. I got a bass track here. Nice deep bass in there. The guitar here is right in that track, and it still has some of the residual reverb on it. The piano's there, it's in the mix. So mixing like this in an MPC just really ain't gonna happen like that. And so what I do is I mix. Now if you wanna get your songs mixed, of course, we can do that too for you as well. You can send a file to us so we can help you mix at home. The mouse around. We do Zoom lessons on everything, including mixing. We can mix right in your house with your computer and supply what you need. But the beauty of it and the way to get it done properly is to have really good plugins. High quality is what we want. High quality is the only thing I'm gonna use is that. I can't go with anything else but the best. It's a problem with me, but the sound I believe is worth it. We got strings here at the end, as you can see. A bunch of tracks right here. And the delay, amazing. And so mixing your MPC track at home is kind of cool. I do prefer to mix within the software. So you get your MPC tracks up, you may want to create stems. In some softwares also, you can actually bring that file in here. Like a lot of guys don't want to use 3.0 because it's in beta. Therefore, what's in beta, until it leaves beta, I'm not going to bother with that. And they're using 2.15. And you can link that up also inside of here, inside of Ableton. Because Ableton has the ability to see the older software, the 2.15, and you could bring those files directly in here. And I also create templates for that purpose, so that way, when I want to bring something in from my 2.5, I pull a template up, boom, I got it. I just track it out directly inside of my Ableton Live software. Now, another thing that I do here also with inside of Ableton Live is create little groups for sounds. Like, for example, I have a keyboard part in here, and I will apply some effects to that. In this case, I'm using this AVALON, this channel device, but it's a vacuum tube. So it's a vacuum tube from Universal Audio, and also it's been created to sound exactly like the original. They've tested every aspect on it, and the shootout where you have one play that's original and this play, it's the same. So I got a really great warm sound out of this too as well. Not just that though, I also have here, as you'll see here, I've used a FAIRCHILD compressor. This is a great device. It's passive, so it doesn't add any kind of, volume to it, like audio increase to dB. What it does, it creates this great sound because it's using EQ. It's not doing anything, it's EQing the frequency, that's all it's doing. And you get a really beautiful sound for this thing. I love this FAIRCHILD, it's kind of great to have. Now let me go to here now, close it out here. And that's if that sound comes right here, see that? It's going through here right into there. I'll pull this up out of here. It's got a clear sound, it's in there. It's not competing, it's in the mix. And the drum is still just driving the beat. The drums are just driving the beat like a car down the road. And the keyboards are in there, they're in there for the ride. Everything works out perfect in this thing. So, I've got a lot of stuff here actually has been set up. I'm just working on this part here to add some parts here. Nothing's here yet, but I do have this track here ready for that. To add some effects to it. If I do, I'm trying to figure out how I plan on using this. And I was thinking about using an 1176 right here, which I'm probably going to do. But the beauty of using another software to mix with, I have way more opportunities to bring in other tracks by using different auxiliary outputs, creating different, I guess I'd call it more or less, summation amps within the system. I can send all these tracks into one section and apply some effects to that and use some other effects I can have throughout the system. Like for example here, we got some reverb and you can hear that in the background, right? And a little delay happening here. Here's my lexicon right here. Or if we got a plate right here, a pure plate right there. Here's that plate. Deep and distant. Look at that distant sound that's in the back coming at you, right? And I do that with this overall output. I come to here, I bring the beat back in. So it's ethereal in a sense. It's in the background of sound. And so to create these kind of effects and sounds, I need to mix in a platform I like. Now, if you want me to mix in your Ableton Live, this can happen also. There's no problem with that. I can mix from here using my fantastic plugins or help you with yours to help you understand how to mix and get the best sound possible. It's easy to do, of course. Just visit us at samplekings.com and you can book time.